Elections are all about promises, and the one delivering these promises are the politicians, especially in India. They have mastered the art of presenting their whole ideology as a vision so grandeur that it feels so real that people come in support and they choose a particular leader, party, and a new government is formed. Have you noticed? Since 1947 till now, the agendas, the manifestos of all the political parties have largely been about education, youth empowerment, women empowerment, industrial growth, job creation, conducive environment for people to have higher social welfare, harmony, lessening the divide between the rich and the poor, and how to live comfortably amongst all the caste and religions. Then, of course, the usual culprits of water, electricity, roads, facilities, etc. etc. All this time, has India grown? Of course. Healthcare, lifespan, education literacy, industrial development, service economy, creators economy, new age economy, manufacturing. Uh, there is a good bit of growth that India has seen, but is it as fast? Are we facing the same challenges that we faced some years, maybe a few decades back? That is what we are here to question today, so that we know better. Is the solution always the political solution? That when the new government comes in power, new systems will be brought in? And is it as easy to change the systems? Bureaucracy, judiciary, the police infrastructure, the skill development, is it as easy and as simple? And if that was the case, why the growth has been so slow? I am you, the man on the street. And we like to bring in focus, especially this whole discussion that is going on a lot in the real world, in the digital world, even on the roads. For example, the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, he is meeting all the youth in the road shows, at different other platforms, trying to understand their problems, their questions, their concerns, their frustrations, their needs, and highlighting that through his own social media and through the party's mouthpiece. And similarly, people from other opposition parties who are established or the new parties are doing the same thing, all bringing in on what is the need of the country, what is the need of the youth, and how bad the current government is doing. When this government was in the opposition, they were doing pretty much the same. And we've seen these musical chairs being played over the last 8 decades, ever since our independence. So, a very innocent question: is the solution always to wait for the new party? And when we have seen so many times that every time someone comes into power, governance slows them. Maybe they fight through the inertia, the corruption mechanisms, how to get the work done when there is an influence of the elites, of the business houses, of the powerful, and so forth. Or maybe their budget constraints, or their economical, or their war situations, or their outside of control that is happening in the world that maybe limits the very growth story. All of this giving everybody the benefit of doubt that the intentions were really to work and to deliver on the promises that they made during their election campaigns. Every time the promises were made quite with a lot of magnanimity, but the delivery has always fallen short. It is always slow. So, for the youth, when we have identified that the youth, the problems that they face, and the era that the country is getting into, AI has become a part of a day-to-day life. Robotics, machines, engineering is only bringing in more efficiencies. So, how to solve these job problems now, and the job problems which are going to come? How to develop this, or how to bridge this gap between what the industry wants and what the colleges are delivering out of the fresh graduates. Are they being equipped to face this change? And the unorganized sector, how the manufacturing is improving across all sectors, is the youth getting prepared for it? So the solution, can it only be about a new government, a new political party, about a new system, or can it be something else? Maybe it's a question to ask all of these guys in opposition, the influencers, the social media folks, the veterans of the media houses who are criticizing, then why not work on a solution which is outside of the government as an independent solution? You've been in power for so many years. What really have you done that now you're sitting in opposition? How many schools have you created, have you built? How many institutions have you started which is giving quality, free, affordable education to the youth? Is it that difficult? Or is the motto of a politician only to talk, 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 and wait for his turn, for people to wait and then show what he or she can do? We've seen that enough. Why a new method not being accepted, not being adopted? Maybe that would start the work right now, and our youth, we would start upskilling ourselves now, preparing ourselves for the change that is coming in. And when that happens, and as in when the election comes in, nobody would be required to request the youth, the new generation, to come and vote. They would come in hordes, because the proof in the pudding is being felt, is being shown, and is being displayed. All these guys who are extremely intelligent, smart, have access, have connections, are well traveled, they are seeing how the world is evolving, how the developing worlds, how the developed worlds are taking the new course. What are we waiting for? That's what we want to know. Look forward to hear your response, as in when you have time for less talk and really deliver more on actions on what you really have done yourself. Talking is cheap. Jingoism sounds great. It can create goosebumps when one makes a speech from a rostrum talking about what all is wrong with the country and what all you would do when you come in power. But we've felt these goosebumps before. Now is the time for us to feel an action. Create that, do that, and I'm sure that one step will set India, the Indian youth, for the generation that is coming in. We are seeing the Indian economy, the size is such, the consumer base is so high. For example, entertainment, the film industry. There was a time we were only watching the American or the Hollywood dubbed movies, but look at it now. The Fox, the MGMs, the Warner Brothers, the Netflix, the Prime. There's so much that they're doing here. Hollywood is going down, and it is the Indian film industry, because of the sheer size of the user base, that they all are coming in. And same is true for FMCG, for pharmaceuticals, for automobiles, for IT, for all the sectors. So why not talk less and start doing some work towards this side of developing the real India, doing tangible actions by creating these institutions. It'll be always nice with this, as in when you will come in power, or maybe the current government takes a lesson and they start putting more funds to it. So when private enterprise can get support from the government, and as in when the tables get turned, and if you happen to be in power, you can continue supporting it more. But we don't have to wait for the new government, for the new political system, for the new institution to be formed for this start. Stay tuned. Look forward to hear from you. Cheers.